What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Um, Sorry for the late upload. I went to a lacrosse game earlier, so that's why I'm a little late. I had to go to the high school. That was my first time ever going to a lacrosse game today. Like that's the first time I ever went to that type of game. It was interesting. It really was. Like it was totally interesting. Um, it was fun. It was long. They got like 20-minute quarters. The shit is long, so I was glad when it was over, but it was a pretty fun experience. Though. I haven't been to a high school game in so long, man. It's like literally, I graduated high school like 7 years ago, so it's been a long time since I went to anybody's high school game. But it was fun. It was fun. Cold, but fun because they had it outside, obviously, and it was freezing. But it was fun. Um, so getting into this episode, Lulu, 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 Lulu. I'm gonna tell you right now. Lulu is on the right scent when it comes to trying to, you know, figure out Faison, Heinrich. She's on the right scent, but she's dumb when it comes to trusting Valentine in this situation. We all know Valentine is using her. Valentine more than likely is only helping her to cover up his dirt and to steer her in the wrong direction. Because he knows she's in the right direction. Did you see the look on Valentine's face when he was with Nina and Lulu at Windermere and Lulu mentioned how she think Heinrich is still in Port Charles? The look on his face. He know Lulu on the right scent. He know. That's why he's offering to help her to throw her to the wrong direction. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get her off the trail. And she's so stupid she can't see it. I'm like, why would you trust this dude? Why? If I was her, I would probably use his connects, but I would play it close to the vest. I would definitely anything I find out, I would definitely not tell him the truth. I would tell him something, but it wouldn't be the truth. I'd make him think that, oh, my search hit a dead end or something like that, when in reality, I know exactly what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like Lulu just doesn't see it that way. I'm like, that's what I would do. I would definitely play my cards a little close to the vest. Like she shows her cards too quick, and she's too trusting of him. Like not too long ago, they were neck and neck in court for custody of Charlotte, battling each other out. She hated his guts. I'm pretty sure she still hates him, but you're willing to trust him in his contacts. I wouldn't. Um, Valentine is probably knee deep in all this Heinrich Faison business. He's probably knee deep in it, and the truth gonna come out. I think even he senses. Like the truth is gonna come out. Valentine, I feel like he feels it. Like he could try to do whatever manipulations he want to do, steer people in the wrong direction. Eventually, shit is gonna hit the fan, and when it does, Nina, she's gonna go off on him. Like I'm just saying he might as well hire a pretty good divorce attorney because that's where their marriage is about to go for the second time. They were almost divorced before, but I think this time they're really gonna go for the divorce this time. Because Nina did not play when it came to Nathan, so I don't think when she finds out about this, she's gonna forgive Valentine. Definitely not. Maxie, I like I said, I can't blame Maxie for being upset with Lulu at this point because she just feels like everything Lulu does from now on, she feels like it's all about Lulu's career. Lulu's not doing it to be a friend. She's not doing it to make up for anything. She's doing it for her career. That's why Maxie at this point don't like her and she don't trust her because she feels like anything that Lulu does is just for her career. So I can't really fault Maxie for that because when Lulu's doing something, it's like she's just reckless. She's reckless because she doesn't do her due diligence about things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you do things, you have to think before you do it. Lulu doesn't think before she do. She just do because she's trying to be some hotshot journalist and stuff like that. But is it really worth your friendship? A friendship that with a person that you've been friends with for what, over 10 years? Like, come on now. Really? I understand, her and Maxie had a frenemy type relationship back in like 2006, 2007, but their relationship has come a long way. Do you really want to ruin that for some journalist career that you just wanted 5 minutes ago? A career that you never mentioned before? Like, I'm just saying, like, is it really worth it? So, Peter basically, he's smiling and he all smug because he's manipulating Maxie. Maxie's now starting to think that maybe Heinrich was a victim of Faison or whatever, and you seen the smirk on Peter's face because he know that he got her on the ropes at this point. So if the truth does come out, maybe she'll be upset, but maybe she'll forgive him quicker. You know what I'm saying? Or he got her falling under his little spell or whatever. Maxie, I feel, is gonna hit the wall when she find out who he really is. And in fact, I mean, hell, she flipped out on him for a second over a book because he had a book that he didn't tell her about that belonged to Heinrich Faison. So imagine what she's gonna do when she finds out who you really are, that you are Heinrich Faison. Like imagine what she's gonna do. She's gonna go to hell off on you. It's gonna be bad. Um, Maxie looked good today though. Well, she looked good every day, but Alexis and Finn look so odd together, eating dessert and stuff, trying to act like a little couple. They look so odd together. Like I was just looking at them, shaking my head. I said, yeah, they really don't look cute together. They look like friends. Like they look like just two friends having lunch or dinner together, eating dessert. That's how they look. I'm like, they really don't look like no romantic couple to me. And I really wish Anna would just tell Finn how she felt. I felt bad for Finn because Finn, when she was questioning him about the lighter, about Faison's lighter and stuff, Finn basically told her, so, you can't tell me any details about your operation, but you'll come to me when you need me. That's how Finn felt. He felt like Anna only comes to him when she need information, like when she need help about something that she's working on. And I felt bad for him because you could see the look on his face. He looks a little sad and disappointed. Um, and Anna is showing her cards a little bit too much because we all know it ain't gonna take Jason long to figure out that she's Heinrich's mother because her facial expressions and the way that she's so hesitant and stuff whenever he asks her questions or she's being not forthcoming with information like that, it's not going to take him long to piece together everything that's going on. He already suspicious of her motives. Like he already thinks that she's lying about something. So the more she holds back, the more he's going to put two and two together. He already know that Heinrich is leaving clues for his mother to find him. She keep trying to steer him away from that so that way he not figuring nothing out. But the more you keep trying to point him in another direction, the more he gonna put it together. It's not gonna take long. You know what I'm saying? Because why would you not go with that theory? Because usually, if there was nothing in it for Anna, she definitely would have went with that theory. But the fact that Heinrich is your son and you're keeping it a secret and you're trying to steer people in different directions, Jason gonna figure it out eventually. He's not dumb by far. He's not stupid, so he's gonna figure it out. Like I said, I knew Sonny was gonna think Carly was fucking nuts. Like especially when Detective Chase told her that there was no evidence of a break-in or forced entry. There was no evidence of it. I knew, and as soon as he said all that, Sonny was like, maybe you should go see Griffin or whatever, trying to get her head checked out or something, see if she okay mentally. I'm like, really, Sonny? I mean, y'all could go do the test, but it's gonna come back negative. Ain't nothing wrong with Carly. But I knew Sonny wasn't gonna believe her. I mean, if you really think about it, if somebody told you the same stories that Carly told you, would you really believe her? I mean, think about it, would you? Or would you think her mind was somewhat playing tricks on her? I mean, if she came up to me and told me this story, I would probably think the place is haunted or something. I believe in spirits and stuff like that, so I probably believe it's a spirit, maybe. I wouldn't believe it's an actual person playing games with you. You know what I'm saying? Because the evidence don't lead to that. So I would probably be, I wouldn't think the way Sunny's thinking, like she's bugged out or anything like that. I wouldn't think like that. I would believe her to an extent, but the mere fact that you keep telling me about all these occurrences, but there's no evidence to back up any of it, it's like I would think it's maybe a spirit, a ghost, or something like that. I wouldn't think that you're nuts. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't think that. Especially if I've known you for a long time and I know your character, I wouldn't think that about you. Never would. But I figured Sonny would think that about her, and I could tell in the Carly looked pissed. She like, no, this motherfucker didn't think I'm crazy. That's how she was looking at Sonny. Like, you really think I'm bugged out? Sonny like, I don't know. He making a face like, I don't know what the fuck to think at this point. I really don't know. I'm dealing with, Sonny dealing with a lot. He don't know what to think. Between his daddy and all this other mess, he don't know what to think. Now Carly hitting him with all this craziness. My head would be spinning too. But anyway, Jordan. What is the point of the PCPD on this show? I just want to know. As usual, Jordan shows up to the crime scene too late when shit already hit the fan. Now the cops want to show up with their guns drawn. I'm like, you might as well put that gun back in your little holster because you late. You about 5 minutes too late, boo. You might as well put that gun away. Put it away. And while you at it, just throw that badge away too, because you don't need that. It's a Keystone fucking cop. Seriously, always show up too late. Then when she show up, she trying to take control of the situation. I want to know what happened here now. You would have known what happened if you actually did your fucking job and did some investigative work. If you did some investigative work, you would know what the fuck happened. Problem is, you don't ask the right questions, and you're always late. Like seriously, if she actually did her job, then she would be on top of things. Other people wouldn't have to solve her crimes for her, especially people who ain't cops. Dummy. Am I the only one that noticed that Jordan was coughing a lot in this episode? I noticed that she kept. I was like, why is she coughing so much? Was she got asphyxia or something? Bronchitis? Like, what the hell? She keep coughing. Like, she just like I just noticed that like she just kept coughing the whole episode. I was like, what the hell wrong with her? I'm guessing she got a medical issue about to come up because the way she just kept coughing, I'm like, was that in the script? Or did she ad lib that or something? Cause I'm like, what's wrong with her? Did she just randomly cough and the writers or the camera, the director just decided to keep that in the episode? I don't know. But I was like, oh, she might have a medical problem coming up because she just noticeably just kept coughing. And I noticed that because usually people don't cough like that on these soaps. They don't be coughing unless it's a medical problem. They don't just randomly start coughing. And if they do, they'll probably take that, edit it out the episode. But the fact that they kept it in, I say, yep, she probably got a medical problem. Um, so yeah, I want to explain to everybody why I feel like this storyline with Franco, Jim Harvey, Drew, why I feel like it's a redemption story. I feel like some people commented and said that they feel like the writers are just fleshing out the character. I don't believe that. Let me tell you why. Because the character has been on this show since 2009. Roger Howarth has been playing Franco for 5 years now, since 2013. It don't take all, 5 years, 9 years. It don't take all them years to flesh out one character. It don't take all them years to give a character a backstory. 9 years. And Roger Howard's been playing Franco for 5 years. It don't take 5 years to flesh out a character. I'm sorry, but it don't. I've never seen on any show it take 5 years to flesh a character fully out. I don't know. I don't believe that. It's a redemption because I feel like all these storylines are created to garner sympathy for the character. And I do agree with some people. Franco does have a huge fan base. I feel like the reason Franco on certain boards, Franco does have a huge fan base. I feel like he does because of Roger Howarth playing him. Roger Howarth has a huge fan base. So if Roger Howarth has a huge fan base, that fan base is going to trickle down to the character too, obviously. I'm not saying Franco doesn't have a fan base because obviously he does. But what I'm saying is they're still trying to humanize him. They're trying to whitewash everything he did years ago when he first came on the show. Digging up Claudia's body, tormenting Jason, sending a rapist after Michael. The first time they tried to redeem him was when Franco first came back when Roger Howard started playing him. And he started playing them videos of him showing that he didn't really rape Sam and he didn't, have anything to do with Michael getting raped. He sent Carter to protect Michael. That's when they started the redemption of Franco. Right there. They tried to whitewash what he did. That didn't work. The videos didn't work. So they came up with the tumor idea. Oh, he had a brain tumor. The tumor idea didn't work because the fans weren't buying that shit either. So then they bring in Elizabeth, her rapist, Tom. That storyline should have been about Elizabeth and how she's dealing with her rapist being back in town. That's what it should have been about. But they turned it into Franco's redemption story yet again by having him come off as the hero trying to protect Elizabeth by locking Tom up in a cage. So that didn't work either. So now they come up with this backstory that he was molested. Let me tell you something. When he was a child, let me tell you something. I don't care about all that. Franco, no child should be molested. No child should be violated like that. And I think it was an important story to tell. And I applaud the writers for telling this story. I really do. Because I think it was a good story to tell. But let's not sugarcoat what was really going on. It's a redemption story. That's what it is. They're trying to humanize him. They're trying to garner sympathy for him so he can get an even bigger fan base. So the Franco character can latch on so that way they can keep him around. I mean, I think they're going to keep him around regardless whether fans dislike him or not. You know what I'm saying? But they're just trying to humanize him. I just wanted to get that point across. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just my opinion. Um, but I did like the scene with him and Elizabeth at the hospital, and he's getting ready to tell her what happened and stuff like that. I think he should. The I did like the scene with Drew visiting Jim Harvey in the morgue. Thank God he's dead. Drew, even though Jim is dead, Drew still got to say his piece and how he felt. So I felt like that was important. But anyway, pretty decent episode today. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you thought about today's episode. And I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.